that give that impact to you lah?
I read comic books.
We're different. See, I thought you were total opposite.
This is what we call Couple Talk. Assalamualaikum and welcome to another episode of Couple Talk with me, Aiman Azlan. And in today's episode, we have our very young couple, Raja Nadia Sabrina and husband Abdullah Khubayb. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having us here.
Just a little bit of intro for the audience who may or may not know you as well. Could you give a little bit of intro about yourself?
Okay, so I'm Raja Nadia Sabrina.
Yeah.
So you can call me Nadia or Sabrina, but don't call me Raja.
Okay, noted. Okay, noted. Baru nak bagi Raja tu. Okay.
And then I am a blogger at rnadia.com, and I'm also the founder and creative director of Airy. So I was a lawyer for almost 7 years, and then I switched my career to
fashion,
run a fashion
right?
label. Yeah.
From lawyer to a fashion designer.
Yeah.
Mashallah.
Not a fashion designer, more like a creative director. So I have a
Creative
team,
director.
so we come up with design.
Okay. And you started off as a blogger, right?
Yes.
Back in
yes.
2013, I believe.
No. Way
Way before that.
2009.
Oh, that era.
When I started chambering. So after I
I
graduated,
see.
I
Oh,
started
while you were a
blogging.
lawyer.
Yes.
Okay. And Khubayb, you're a lawyer from the very beginning.
Yes.
No fashion in between.
I just completed my 10th year in practice.
10 years. Wow,
so
mashallah.
now I'm on my 11th year. So we basically met at law school.
We studied together.
Really? Where?
UIA.
UIA represent. Okay.
That's where we met at law school. And
Yes.
then we both became lawyers until I think 2014.
Yeah.
Where
see.
he decided to change her career. And then that was the same time where I also set up my own law firm.
I see.
So then we both had different directions
Yes.
in life. I mean,
In like career
Yes. I
career-wise
mean,
lah.
fashion and law is like, interesting. We'll talk about that.
different things.
So the topic today we'll talk about is how do you maintain romance after becoming parents? Because I believe that you are parents of 2 beautiful children, right? Now, I just want to clarify. After like having your children, right? Do you notice any change in your life? Like before kids, after kids?
There's a lot of changes, and if I just may correct you about me tadi, because we actually we become parents 5 years ago. Actually,
5 years ago.
Yeah, 5 years ago.
Okay.
So basically, I actually we became parents when I gave birth to my firstborn.
Yes.
But she passed away, and then so we actually have 2 children in heaven and 2 here. on this
So
earth.
4 altogether.
Yeah, 4.
Four altogether. 4 beautiful children.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
After that, we only became parents to children yang ada kat sini just about 2 years ago. So
our
that's
journey was maybe a bit slightly different
from others.
our parents.
Yeah.
Who, we had a lot of trials.
Yes.
To reach where we are now. So yes, there has been a lot of changes. It's once there are a lot of people who say that life changes when you have children.
Yes.
That's definitely true.
Definitely.
So can we split that into 2 phases
Yes.
of your life, right?
Yes.
What it was like having the first 2 children, and then let's talk about the next 2 children afterwards. What's the first 2 children's like?
Right after, when you talk about life changes, right?
Yeah.
For me, like right after marriage, life changes. Dah, kan?
I agree.
So even before we had children. So for me, the first 4 years was really, really difficult. It was like a learning phase for me personally.
Yeah.
I don't know about him, but I feel like it's
I think so.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah, so it is hard. It's not easy. So sometimes like before we get married kan, macam we think that macam, okay, it's going to be fun, We have like our best friend, our lover, our boyfriend couple together with us. But it was challenging, and the challenges actually macam, not just from us couple. It's from like macam maybe from birth kan. It's like trials kan.
Ujian, trials,
ujian lah. And I think the first 2 years for us, we were like we were busy working, so we just started, you know, as a
both
lawyer,
lawyers. Yes,
and we
yes,
were
I can imagine.
So initially, actually, to be honest, I wasn't ready to have kids.
Okay.
But I think he wanted kids
Readily
away.
wanted to become a father.
Betul tak?
I know that feeling. I was
think
there.
so,
I know that feeling. Yeah.
And we were just busy working. So for me, when I look back, that wasn't, for me, I think that wasn't really healthy, like just focusing on work totally for me.
So like what's your turning point? Like
when
you realize
I went for Umrah. Actually, so in 2012, I went for Umrah.
Yes.
And at that time, you know, I prayed, you know, about our relationship because, you know, I was a workaholic and then I got everything. I was a partner at a law firm and then, you know, everything was just going well, but I felt empty.
Career-wise family-wise, something missing.
So I felt empty. So masa kat Umrah tu yang macam terdetik macam, yes, I want this, I want macam to give more focus to my family and then macam nak like build a family lah.
I see.
And then after that, when I came back from Umrah, we were pregnant.
Woo, what? Masya Allah.
Immediately.
Masya Allah.
Memang macam wow.
Prayer answered.
Prayer answered. Alhamdulillah, sangat syukur. You know, so everything went well. And then on 1st November, my birthday, that was when we were tested because the pregnancy became complicated. So basically my water broke early.
Wow.
Yeah.
In November?
Yeah, in November. Okay. So the first doctor cakap, okay, memang no hope. It's dangerous for you to keep the baby.
Okay.
We like macam okay, we want to fight for the baby.
Wow,
so we
that determination.
did.
Wow.
After 12 hours, she passed away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean like macam the day that she lived is like it is a mixture of emotions for me tau, because it's one of the most beautiful moments in my life, in our life.
Yes.
And also it's the saddest. You know, so it's
a
mixture.
combination of both. Yes.
So it's a mixture.
Yes.
So macam for me, like I was in the hospital because C-section. So bila nak bury her, nak kebumikan, I couldn't go. So I wanted to go.
I understand,
But he pergilah. He had to leave me and pergi. But it is like macam, I mean, it's something that I would never ever expect. And I think Khubayb
nobody
too,
asked for this, right? But you know,
I had to go through pantang,
yes,
confinement, but in a different way without yes. So
good choice.
Alhamdulillah lah. So Alhamdulillah, I think that experience becoming a parent in a different way.
Yes.
As much as we wish that they are dekat sini, but we accept that, you know, she's there, and then both of us macam we rasa like, oh, our aim is to work hard to go there. So that sort of made us stronger.
I think this is a very important point because so many parents out there are experiencing the same thing. Maybe just lost a child. And when they hear this, I think it will give them a lot of strength as how to process this experience being a parent without a child. Right? So the first phase, I think, make you a lot closer now than ever before, right?
Alhamdulillah.
Let's talk about the second phase.
Yes.
All right? Now, when you are becoming parents and your children are here, how's that different now?
It was a drastic change. We were probably first-time parents.
Yes.
We didn't actually know what to do.
Welcome to the club.
Yes.
So we had to get a lot of help from outside. I think that's
family,
important. We had to ask, you know, how do we do this? Is
friends,
this right?
friends,
and then it's just, I mean, holding a baby and being responsible for it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. How to hold a baby? Right? It's so scary, right? I don't know about
It's
women
just
lah.
a
I mean,
huge responsibility. You know?
And the head is not like really. How do you hold the head?
So that was one of the things. The other thing was, you know, you have to sacrifice a lot of sleep. But thankfully for the both of us, we've been trained as lawyers, you know, to work on minimum sleep. We used to work 15,
that's
18,
right.
20 hours a day.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that helped us to cope with the baby. I know a lot of parents, they have trouble, waking up in the middle of the night.
That's true.
But
That is true.
for us, I always tell people, I never thought my training as a lawyer would help me prepare as a father.
Yes.
Because when she's
Alhamdulillah.
tired all day, but at night, when it's turned to when the baby, especially in the first 3 months,
Yes.
they wake up every hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the phase where they really need.
Yes.
So most
He's
mother
very
especially.
hands-on lah. He's
So
a very
mostly
hands-on
that's
father.
my job. I take the midnight shift.
Yes.
When
Yes.
she's
Yes.
she needs rest, so
Yes.
I wake up, and then just
Yeah, because he's working kan, and
Yeah.
kalau time the break tu yang we call it maternity leave kan. So I'll be with my baby daripada morning until night.
Yes.
So but he will be working during the day, but then he can still wake up throughout the night. Kalau
And then the next day, full day work.
yeah.
Wow. And do you also take the toilet shift?
yes.
Right? Changing the diapers and
Yes.
everything. Bro, sama
Yeah.
kita. Yes. Because the way I think about, okay, my wife gave birth
Yeah.
and breastfeeding lagi. I mean, dah cukup physically
Yes.
tiring dah. So
Yes.
at the very least lah, I take the toilet shift. let me take care of the poop and the pee lah.
Yeah.
At least kan, at least. How about like your personal time together? How does it change after having a baby?
Okay, to be honest, I think the first few months tu was a bit like macam yelah, sort of like I think like we realised that macam we don't have like macam time for the both of us. We realised that.
Yeah.
We realised the first few months, and then we made it a point to macam okay, no. Macam we kena make time for each other. So we try to either like macam, because we have things yang we like to do before.
Yes.
We have our children here kan.
How do you manage that? So like, where do you leave your kids? Because some people, they want to have date nights. I mean, they haven't had date nights in so many years.
Okay.
The people who are listening, right?
Okay.
How would you manage that with your busy lifestyle and so on?
So basically, either with our family or sometimes with our helper.
Oh, okay. So you have a hired help, or you leave it with your parents?
Yes.
Both boys?
Yes.
boys.
Both active.
Wow.
Yeah. Both active, and they run around like, because yang 1 year old tu dah
boleh merangkak?
no,
dah boleh
bukan,
jalan? Dah boleh jalan? Oh.
So they're like one over there and then one over there, like sada-sada semua. So macam
Magical years, eh?
yeah.
But I think it's just important that you want to have, you set aside, because during the first few months, it's just easy to be swept aside by focusing everything on the children.
Yes,
That is
like
true.
Both
And
of
then-
us.
That is
Then
true.
Focus
it was
on
only after a few months that it's like we need time for ourselves. We don't have conversations amongst ourselves.
Yeah, we like have more conversations with our baby daripada like each other, or like we talk about
The baby sahaja.
Yeah.
So we don't talk about anything else.
It's quite automatic kan?
Yeah.
Like when the baby comes, tiba-tiba like everything about the baby. So
Yes.
if you don't like be mindful, you kadang-kadang terlupa, kita ada
pun
us juga tau.
macam
I
tu lah,
think
I
you have to be realistic. I mean, you cannot have like a baby in the first 3 months. Lepas tu you want your time, your me time ke?
Yes,
Susah lah.
yes.
Tapi once the baby is bigger, dah tak payah care sangat. You don't have to be too hands-on. Kan?
Yes.
So then you can say, okay, let's plan. It's not like, okay, let's go now. So okay, let's plan. Make sure that you get the help from your family. It's very important. And then sometimes it's not like anything huge ke apa, nak pergi getaway ke apa tak. It's just okay, let's just have dinner.
Yeah,
Like
1 or 2
dekat
hours.
je.
Yeah. Because right now, like I'm assuming, because it is for me and my wife, right? We have to focus on quality time. Quantity time is out the window already, right?
Yes.
Ever since marriage lah, jangan kata ada anak, marriage pun you realise tak ada masa dah nak hang out dengan kawan, nak keluar bila-bila masa, mana boleh kan? So you start to realise that after marriage your time gets divided, and after childbirth your time gets more divided. So you have to focus on quality time. 1 or 2 hours is more than enough.
Yeah, and you appreciate time more actually.
That is
You
true.
appreciate time more, and then you really focus on what really matters. Sebab you don't have much time kan, so
That's true.
you kena fokus lah.
Betul. Like benda-benda remeh, you can't let that take your time, right?
Yeah.
And I've met couples yang like after having children, they forget about each other altogether. I don't know, maybe they think dates are over.
Okay.
What do you think?
Actually, I'm reminded of me before.
Really?
Because I pernah ada in that stage where because I'm a working mom kan, so I like it's either work or the kids, so memang totally neglect my own health.
Yeah.
So when I say neglecting my own health, it actually affects everything else lah, like our relationship,
that is
and
true.
Everything, family, friends. So it is like now I've learned the hard way that it's really, really important to also like focus on your well-being, on your health. I neglected it. I neglected my health because I wanted to macam do the best for everything else, like for work, for my family macam tu, tapi and then neglected my own self, my own health. So I've learned it the hard way a few months ago actually.
Oh, recently?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was just diagnosed with a few chronic illnesses. So I have been away from work juga.
Yes,
so now to
yes.
focus on my health and my family. If I can tell like macam my old self, I would say like yes, macam you can try to do the best for everything else, like macam your family, your work, your friends ke apa, you can, tapi don't forget yourself.
So like what
really
did
important.
what decisions that you make to like recalibrate yourself so that you balance out? Because now you realize this, right? You have this awareness.
Right now I'm actually on medical leave.
Yes.
So from this podcast ni pun nanti I will have to recover from this. I will take a week to recover from this. Meaning I will be macam at home, lying down apa ni semua. So I can't say that I know macam what I'm gonna decide later on ke apa, sebab right now I'm at this moment.
Yeah, understand. Yeah.
It's hitting me right now.
Like it's your transition
Yes,
now.
it's my transition.
Yeah.
So I am learning to accept my condition, semua apa ni semua. So
Tapi I think to answer your question, it's important that we know the component. One is the family.
Yes.
yeah.
Husband, wife, children.
Yes.
And then second component is the couple.
Yes.
Husband and wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the third component is our individual selves.
Yes.
So benda tu, I think now she is taking more time for herself to do what she likes. For example, swimming. Swimming is an activity that our children enjoy, and she also enjoys.
Yeah.
So what we do is first we bring the kids to have fun apa semua,
And then I
15
swim.
20 minutes, and then I will take the kid. I don't like swimming so much. So I take the kids back, and then she can swim for 20-30 minutes
Yes.
uninterrupted. So
Yes,
she
yes.
can-
Me time. Me
Yeah.
time.
Yes, that's my sort of me time lah.
Good.
So
Good.
it's just things that we have a lot of activities that we look forward to doing with our children together.
Yes.
And then there's also activities that we do as a couple, and there are also activities that we like to do for ourselves. So we have to try and steal time so that it's just sometimes just 20 minutes, 1 hour. For example, I play futsal.
So every Wednesday.
That's your me time.
So once or twice a week I try get some time, but I play futsal at night, so mostly when children are asleep.
Yes.
So tak kacau sangat lah. So it's always important, and it's not fixed. It's not like okay, this is my me time. It's my me time.
Yeah.
Sometimes when the children are not well, or when
That's
she's
true.
having a hard day,
Yes.
you just have to
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice lah,
That's
the me
true.
time.
because
Yes.
but
That's
as long as
Yes.
it's there once or twice a month, it's enough.
Actually,
It's not as if okay, like my me time stays tak boleh kacau langsung.
you don't set like okay, every day from 10 to 11 don't disturb me. No. I mean you
it
can't
doesn't
do
work
that. I
like
mean
that.
ideally kalau boleh lah kan. I mean you would like to have like a specific me time, but in reality you
cannot,
can't.
yeah.
Sometimes like you say, kids fell ill.
Yes.
You kena jaga
Yes,
diorang, so they need more attention, so less time for yourself.
Yeah.
Now it's good that you mentioned like 3 component. That's a good way
Yeah.
to conceptualize it. You have your individual me time,
Yeah.
couple time,
Yes.
and you have your family time.
Yes.
Now how do you see like A, B, C, these 3 components, how do they interact with each other? Do you think that if I improve my couple time, my parenting time becomes more high quality? Is there any relationship? Like you being a couple, if
Definitely.
Definitely,
Yeah?
I think it does.
like being a better couple means being a
Yeah.
better parent.
Yes, definitely.
Sometimes when, let's say, as a couple, we have arguments, I think that's normal.
That's normal.
And
yeah.
if it's not resolved,
Yeah.
it might affect, your time with the kids.
Yes.
That is true.
Yes.
And sometimes it might transfer, the
Yes,
negative emotion
yes.
can transfer to your kids.
One thing that I learned from my late grandmother, dulu when I was little, I think I was about 10 or 11. So my late grandmother told me that if you have like arguments with your spouse, tapi I was 10 or 11 tau, tapi this is what she said.
Advanced.
I don't know why she said that, but I can remember it until now. So basically, okay,
But
she
it's
said,
good that she gave that advice because she can remember.
yes. So she said that when you and your spouse like have fights or argument, never ever show that to your children. Never
Yes,
ever. So
yes.
so meaning not just like fighting in front of children. You shouldn't even give a hint that you are fighting. So maksudnya you have to be always like macam happy with each other all the time in front of kids. And I think like right now I feel like I memang totally agree with that, and it really helps me because I feel macam if you fight kan macam in front of your kids, we don't know how it will affect.
That's true. They can't process that.
Yes,
They don't know how to process that.
Yeah, so maybe maybe we make up the next day. Or you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Then,
but they don't know it. They don't understand it. They don't get it.
So they just remember that image kan.
Yes,
So
some
it's
might
not-
think like, you're faking it. You have to be true to yourself. No, you have to think your children at that stage cannot process these complex things.
Yeah.
That's why cartoon so simple kan.
Yeah.
You tengok cartoon kan, simple kan. Very happy message. Kita tengok as a adult macam Allah menyampahnya. Because like the world is not like that. The world is
Yeah.
black and white and also
Yeah.
everything.
For me, I think it helps because macam both of us are also very reserved. Private juga. So if we kind of like macam have arguments, or obviously because we both of us are quite similar in some ways, but we are also total opposites.
Yes.
So macam of course we have different opinion about different things kan. So sometimes of course we argue or we fight. That's normal. Tapi macam we don't fight in front of people. We don't.
Yeah.
It's just like macam us in our room or like sometimes in the car or like macam, and then dah soft baru okay go out.
That's interesting. Okay.
Macam tu.
So I want to ask about that. So how do you essentially you macam control bila nak argue, right?
Yes.
The place and the time, right?
Yes.
So how do you guys do that? Because a lot of like couples they can't. They're like bila nak lawan kita lawan sekarang, jom.
I think because that's the thing lah, because we are like macam reserve. We don't even
Your personality kot,
maybe it's we don't even like macam katalah we have like some big problem. Contohnya macam the first few years we had like big problems that I'm not gonna share here because
It's okay.
I'm not gonna share
It's
everything.
okay. It's okay.
So when we had that, so we fight lah, tapi macam we didn't show it to our family, we didn't show it to our friends, so they didn't know that we had some problems. So we
That's
tried to
true.
solve it ourselves first. But for me, macam it is also not good if we macam involve orang lain sangat.
Yeah, it gets messy. It gets messy.
Especially if we can try and solve it macam between ourselves first.
Yes.
And also unless kalau it is really really necessary and then both of you dah macam okay macam
Tepu sangat, tak tahu nak
we
apa dah.
don't know what to do with this, then baru you macam you go to the person that you trust
Okay.
to consult. Itu je.
As a
But I think-
consult, bukan
Just
as a
consult.
judge, just make it clear. Nanti kita jumpa kawan
Consult,
kita kan,
consult.
kawan kita kata, you kena cakap ni dengan you punya husband.
Consult, because it is at the end of
Consultation.
the day our relationship. So others may give their opinion,
Yeah.
tapi it is our relationship.
That's
so
true.
we, like we're living together, we're living with each
You have
other.
to take
So-
ownership of the
Yes,
relationship.
yes.
That's very true. That's very true.
Then for me, it's important to know what we're fighting about.
Oh yeah.
A lot of things, arguments might be petty.
Yes.
So you know that okay, this will blow over. Okay lah, sekejap dia marah ni. Kan? So
Betul.
there's no use
Benda
like
kecil je.
okay, I want to win.
Yes.
It's like you just have to what you call pick your fights, because
Yes.
it's like some things okay. You have to concede.
Yes.
Some things you realize, okay, I made a mistake, and then sometimes you have to realize that sometimes people get upset over other things that they bottle up,
Yes.
but it manifests like you say in
Yes.
other ways. Kan?
Yes, that's true.
Yes.
Suddenly, people blow out, oh tak kutip baju. Okay, it's not about that.
Yeah,
Yes,
Kalau
not.
kutip baju
Yes.
pun is not gonna
Yes.
make it better.
Yes.
So you have to ask, okay, what's wrong?
Yes.
It's not about the
It's
baju.
not
is
about
it?
the baju.
It's not about the baju. What is it?
So
Yes.
it's not. You don't take things too personally. Sometimes it's not you. It's like
Betul.
she's having
Something
a bad day at
else.
work.
Yeah.
And then, but so you need to just when you talk, you can expect there can be some arguments, or you feel that that is maybe not warranted. You've done good things, but you need to talk it out
Yes.
to discover what's wrong. You
Yes.
need to talk it out to see, okay, what else is there, and it's always important not to assume.
Oh yes,
So-
very true. Very true.
So, for example, things you do around the house. I think it's important, for millennials to know that the roles of
Man and
husband
woman,
wife
husband, wife.
is not so traditional anymore.
Yes.
Because women nowadays, they also do their part to earn.
Yes.
So you cannot just expect, okay, dia masak, she washes the dishes,
Kemas rumah.
yeah. So
Everything, and then while working as well.
Will,
so you cannot assume or just put it in a role. There has to be some sort of an agreement.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
If she's okay with cooking, she's okay with washing dishes, that's fine. Okay, but she doesn't like washing dishes.
Yeah.
So I wash the dishes. So it's okay, because at the end of the day you live there and you have to make it work. Couple
Yeah.
and
It's a
find-
negotiation always, right? So you're on toilet duty and dishes duty. Bro, sekali lagi, I'm also on dishes duty. But it's mainly because my wife has a sensitive skin. So when the dish soap touches her skin, she has this callus or something like broke out. So plus I like to help around the house.
Yeah.
But how do you manage that? A lot of guys, some guys who are maybe a bit more authoritative, maybe perhaps they don't feel comfortable in that role. They feel like, oh, that's not my job, quote unquote, whatever that means. So how do you manage that?
Well, for me, I've never had that sort of.
Oh, great!
Yeah. So because
Alhamdulillah.
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 Yes.
So I think before getting married, we got to know
got to know
each
each
other.
other.
We talk,
Yeah.
She tells me, okay, she doesn't like to do these things,
Yeah.
or you want to make it work, okay, we'll work around it. It's not like, no, you have to do this. You have to.
It's
do
not
this.
dead or alive kind of
Yeah.
situation, right?
So at the end of the day, whatever works for each couple,
Yeah.
then that is best. Of course, there are certain things that you have to tell her, okay, I want you to do this, and it might take some time before she comes around, but that's part of the process.
Yes.
So I believe at the end of the day, you always have to talk to your wife. You have to listen to what she has to say. You have to
Listen, guys. Listen. I like that word. Listen.
So you have to make sure that she knows that she is heard. You know, what she says is important. So for me personally, I do not like her to force her to do things.
Yeah.
But I'll tell her, maybe, okay, I don't think this is such a good idea. So she may agree with me, she may not agree with me. So in a lot of ways, I give her that room for her to grow individually, for her to learn, make her own mistakes, But she always consults me. I always tell her what I think is best for her. But
Sometimes I don't agree to it right away, but then after a few days, I macam,
Betul
he's
juga,
right. Yeah, usually it's after a few days. Because I think I
Sometimes
can
you need
be
to process
stubborn,
it.
a little bit stubborn sometimes. So when he says it, I macam, no. And then after that, a few days, and then I will do, whatever that.
I see. I think, I don't know, maybe some guys, not all guys, okay? I think some guys don't realize that even like house chores, macam you cakap, like wash the dishes, that can be romantic too, right?
Yes,
Right?
definitely.
When
yes.
guys help,
Yes,
I
definitely.
think some guys don't register in their head kot.
Yeah.
Dia rasa macam, okay, this is a woman's job, I have to lepas tangan.
Yeah, it
But
is
really, if you help around the house, I mean, your wife's open up to you, right? They say, "Oh, my husband is so helpful around the house." So it's a way for you to also be romantic in the house. You don't when we say romance, it doesn't have to be like dates and
Or flowers,
roses
no.
and candles, right? Romance takes in many forms,
Yeah.
right? One of the form is do the house chores,
Yes, yes.
right? And many people don't realize that.
Yes. For me, like when he wakes up during the night, and then katalah I was tired initially when we got our baby kan, and then he wakes up throughout the night, and then macam buatkan susu or like change the diapers. For me, that's like sweet, thank you, like because I know some people don't, but he does it, so I'm like, so I find that like sweet lah. Sweet.
That's the sound that you know you've done something right. You've done something right. Yes, bro. Go for it. Yeah. So when we discuss about all that we discussed today is about romance, right? Taking time off to be with each other, taking care of the kids, gili-gili, taking care of the kids. Sometimes you need your me time. It's all romantic. It's all romantic. It's all keeping that love alive, right? And do you see that keeping that love alive? How does that, in a way, affect how you interact with your children? Ke tak ada beza? Kalau tak romantic pun tak apalah. I will still take care of my children the same way.
I think happiness too. If let's say you are happy, children, they're very special in that they can take away all of your worries.
Yes.
And, you have a bad day at work, you come home, they run to you, and then you forget everything. So of course they can also be very challenging juga.
Yeah.
So but if you are happy, I think that will translate better in your interaction with your children.
Definitely.
Because especially when you feel that your partner has done a great job, you feel happy, you feel satisfied. When you deal with the children, the love and the affection will definitely show.
It's very important to think that way.
For me pula, like I mean, of course it is good to be like happy all the time lah, tapi
if that's even possible,
that's not possible. That's not possible because there will be unexpected things which will happen. Sometimes, katalah macam anything unexpected yang will make us like feel down lah kan. I think it is also okay to show, tapi macam if you're like too down, macam janganlah macam be around them sekejap. Just like macam, okay sayang, can you go and tengok the kids sekejap? I just need my time just to macam.
Oh yeah, I actually did that. Just this one time I was angry. I can't remember angry sebab apa kadang-kadang kan. And then I just isolate myself from my son. And I just say, my wife take care kejap.
So I pernah do that, and then my eldest son Ilhan pernah like masuk bilik, and then he saw me crying, and then he actually did this like macam, and then he smiled, and then like I terus senyum lah macam because I was down kan, tengah nangis about something I can't remember what was it, and then he like macam
dia usap,
and then dia senyum-senyum, gelak-gelak, and then I macam, how can I cry after all that, like, and then after that macam it's sort of like dia yang macam cheer me up.
He took away your pain.
Yes. So macam alhamdulillah.
Betul lah, sometimes kids have that magic, right? Sometimes they make us feel angry ke frustrated, but the other times they just take away the pain, right? Awesome. And it's very important because the takeaway message today is never neglect yourself lah. Yes, you're married. Yes. You're both one unit, and you have your family to take care of. But that doesn't mean that you don't take care of yourself, and most importantly, each other lah. Yes. Right. Yes. On that note, game jom. Itu dia. Dah lama tunggu kan. Alright. So it's just a fun. It's just a fun game. It's just a fun game. Don't worry about it. So it's a rapid fire question. Okay. You have two choices. Pick one together at the same time.
Together.
Yeah. Okay. Kalau in sync tak apalah. Kalau tak in sync pun tak apa. Then so if we need to talk about it, we talk about it. Okay? Alright, no worries. Alright? Okay. Ready? Ready? Okay. Let's start with the simple one. Okay? Banana or carrot?
Banana.
Oh, lambat sikit.
Lambat sikit. Kena sekali. You tiru.
Itu kalau lambat sikit kita suspect you may tiru orang sebelum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. The first thing you fikir. Okay, let's go. Sama juga. iPhone ke Android?
iPhone.
Android.
Oh, snap.
Dulu I used to use
Android.
Android lah.
Okay.
Android, and then after that,
Sama lah.
baru 4 years ago.
I was from mazhab Android.
Yeah.
But once I try iPhone macam alamak.
I just started 4 years ago since I jumped into the fashion industry.
Oh. Okay,
Because
okay.
everyone uses iPhone.
Lots of
Not
people in
everyone lah,
fashion
almost.
lots of people in
Yeah,
fashion
yeah.
lah use iPhone.
And then
Okay.
she
okay.
complains about iPhone every day.
Yeah. Sometimes.
iCloud tak ada memory lah.
Mahal lah, lama tak boleh nak buka belakang ke bateri.
Transfer tu.
And then I kena guna his phone sometimes.
So Android still wins. Alamak. Okay. Movie or TV show?
Movie.
Okay. London or Paris?
London.
Any reason why? Because I saw one of your pictures in London, I
Yeah.
think.
I was born there in London.
You were born there?
While my parents were staying that they stayed there for about 11, 12 years. So
Oh,
I was born there.
wow. Okay.
And then after that, ada pergi again, but just for holiday or for work. So recently, the past few years, since I was a lawyer, more for work. But
I grew up in England, but
Primary
I've been to
school.
Paris.
Not really.
I've always
It's
wanted
not
to go
the
to
resort, what,
Paris.
City of Love.
Not like the
doesn't like
movies
it.
lah. Not like the movies, eh?
But I've
not
always wanted to go
romantic.
to Paris.
My wife doesn't want to go to Paris. Doesn't want to go to Paris. My
I
wife
always
loves
wanted-
London. My
yeah,
wife
I
loves
love London, tapi
Yeah.
I want to see Paris lah. But he doesn't like it.
Just
So-
see it, but don't stay in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings.
Wow, okay. You're not Potterheads.
Not really.
I mean, I watch Harry Potter lah, tapi I prefer Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Tolkien fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, I mean, I
that's a bit
prefer-
deep lah. I mean, I'm more of a Harry Potter guy,
Okay.
but it's okay lah. It's
I like
okay.
Harry Potter juga, tapi I prefer.
It's okay. But I like you a little less. But no, just kidding. All right. Last one. Writing or reading?
Writing and reading.
Choose one lah.
Yelah, so I'm a blogger kan. Reading lah.
That's
lagi
too
selalu.
long.
Reading.
Okay. What's your favorite book? This is an extra question. What's your favorite book for you and for Khubayb? The last book that you read that you go, wow.
It's not the last book, but it's Reclaim Your Heart by
Oh, Yasmin Mujahid.
Yeah,
Yes.
because that book actually Khubayb got it for me a day before I gave birth to my firstborn.
Oh,
So
5 years
we-
ago.
Yeah, so we didn't expect that I was gonna
you
give
need
birth
the book.
next.
Yeah.
I needed the book. So it was a slow read at that time. I couldn't because I was grieving kan.
Yeah,
so
I
I just
understand,
lost my
yeah.
baby. So I slowly read it, like macam one page, but it helped me.
That's a
it
really
helped me
good
to
book.
go
Yeah,
through like
great
the
book.
heart.
I
times
read
my
the book
life lah.
really.
Yeah, so
Good
that
book.
I must say that gave an impact lah for me during my difficult times.
Khubayb, do you have a similar book like that? I mean, other than Reclaim Your Heart lah.
I
That give that impact to you lah.
I read comic books.
We're different. See, I thought you were total opposites.
DC or Marvel?
Marvel.
Marvel, manga.
Okay.
But you see, as a lawyer, I spend like 10
All the
hours
time
reading
reading.
books.
Yeah.
Legal.
You want to unwind,
How
right?
I deal
Legal
with it, I
books.
switch off. I just watch TV, read comic books. So those are the things that I like to do in my free time.
I see.
Free time lah, yeah.
Well, guys, thank
that's
you
it.
very
Okay.
much for your time. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
You want more games, guys? Okay, thank you very much for your time. The takeaway
Thank
message
you.
today is to always remember that even though you're married with children, you need time for each other
Yes.
and also for yourself.
Yes.
And because it will affect everything
everything else, yes.
right? Thank you very much
Thank
for being
you.
here. Thank you. I
Thank you
wish
so much.
you all the best. Long, happy marriage with your
Same to
children
you.
in heaven and also here.
Likewise.
Right? Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
That's all for today, our episode. See you next time on Couple Talk. My name is Aiman Azlan. Assalamualaikum. Bye.